YouTube, what is good, man? We are finally back with another video. Today we got a little explaining how to get recruited video, how I got recruited, and all that good stuff. It's gonna be a lot of information in this video, so pay attention right now. Pay attention and lock in.
Took 2 per 30, so lock in before I tweak out. Alright, bet. For real? Yeah.
A lot of information in this video. Let's get it, man. I'm too excited, boy. Let's go. Let's go. It's that time. Hey, big things coming. You already see, man. Got the TM8 merch on. Y'all better rock it when it come out, when it drop. You already know. There's some back here, too. Hold on. I'll be right back. Yeah, though. TM8 merch, man. Coming soon. TM8 merch, man. Coming soon. Y'all better tune in when it drop, because it's going to sell out. I'm already knowing. It's going to be hard. And yeah, big things coming, man. I've been telling y'all that for weeks now. Big things coming. Y'all better stay tuned, lock in, and stay tuned. And yeah, let me stop wasting y'all time. Let's get into the real video. Where do I want to start this video? Because I don't even know. Do I want to start it with how I got recruited? Or do I want to start it with helping y'all, giving y'all tips? I feel like tips are always at the end. Actually, we going to flip that around, man. We going to start with y'all. So, first tip of advice.
What?
First word of advice to getting recruited, man. I would say you got to put yourself out there. I tell that to every single person that I know, literally. You got to put yourself out there. Put your tape out there when you make a play on all the social medias like that you could think of, because it's just putting eyes on you. You got to put eyes on you. They're not going to come to you. You got to post yourself and put eyes on you, if that makes sense. Now, there's different ways to do that. On Huddle, on Twitter, on Instagram, on TikTok, on all that. Like, you really gotta post yourself. And that's like the main thing. Like, I've been told to like put it on film, so you know you good. Some people may know you good, but you got to show them that, and you got to put yourself on film. You making the big plays and doing you, being you. You just got to put yourself out there, and that's the only way, for real. Like, that's the main part of being recruited. Like, you just got to put yourself out there, because it ain't no other way. Like, you think I just woke up one day and, whoa, everybody knew me. I had to post myself. I had to send my stuff to coaches, all that. Like, let's start with the Twitter account, because that is the most important account. Twitter is where I would say 99.9% of the coaches recruit at. Like,
God, no count. God. No count.
Like, that's where they at. That's what coaches are on to recruit. This is either Twitter or they email or they number, for real. And other than that, it's like all them ads and videos you be seeing about paying for this subscription to be recruited. Nah, don't even listen to that. You gotta post yourself on Twitter. Number one, on Twitter. That's where the coach is at. Now, on Twitter, you gotta, or X or whatever it's called, you gotta, literally what I did was I searched up the school, I searched up coaching staff. on Google or Safari or whatever it is. I'll show y'all that right now. I'll screen record it right now for y'all and show y'all that. Alright, so basically, you just gonna type in whatever school you want. So I'm just using Alabama. You're gonna type in coaching staff with it. And then you scroll down and click on the link. And yeah, all the coaches' information should come up. And sometimes we'll have their Twitter, sometimes it won't, but either way, you'll get their number or you'll get their email. All right, so boom, y'all got that. I'm telling you, I'm really putting y'all on game right now. Y'all got that. That is putting yourselves, like yourself, you're sending messages to these coaches. It don't matter what level, what school, you got to send them to every coach you can. What position, everyone. Even if you're a wide receiver, you can send it to the O-line coach. You could do all that. Like, you'll never know if they're going to see the message or not. It'll be a random day. He'll be sitting there. He might look at the message. So, yeah, you just got to put yourself out there like that for real to get in front of the coaches. And then when it comes to other stuff, just post on Twitter. Post. Send those posts to coaches. Send your huddle film to coaches. Send all that. And yeah, Twitter account, I would make it as simple as possible. That means like your name, your first and last name, got to be as simple as possible. Just so people could find you easily. Like, let me show y'all mine. Like, this is mine. Say Trey McNutt. That's all it is. Trey McNutt. And that's just so people could search my name up, and that's gonna be the first thing that comes up. Like, and then you have your film. You have your film pinned as the number one thing. So that's what people click on or see it as the first thing, so they could really evaluate you. And yeah, and other than that, you just gotta keep following these coaches. Every coach, it don't matter what level they're on, any of that. Like, follow them, and try to send messages. Email, you could send them on their phone number. You could DM them if their DMs is open. So, yeah, that's it for Twitter for real. Oh.
Hey y'all, subscribe to my YouTube at Milwaukee Joy. Period.
Now I feel like Instagram, TikTok, and like all them other apps, those are apps where you might just like post your edits and stuff like that. Them just for show apps and like stuff like that where they might go viral or something and you might just blow up out of nowhere. That's the type of stuff you want to post. So, yeah, all those, but it's just getting your name out there. Just posting yourself is the main thing, basically, of getting not recruited, but like just getting seen and being in front of people's eyes, so you get a chance to be known. And yeah, that's it for the apps. All right, now we're gonna go to number two. Now, me personally, I mean, this just based on you. This carries on you. Camps. People would say go to mega camps. People would say to go to smaller camps because mega camps is too much. But me personally, I would not go and spend $1,000 on camps when you could, like, you just, no, I wouldn't do that. That's not me. I would not do that. When it comes to camps, like me, I went to a mega camp. I've probably been to like 5 camps in my whole entire time of just being in high school. Really, and I wouldn't even count the first one because I didn't know what I was doing. So, yeah, really at camps, the thing about camps is coaches will be looking at certain players. And you might not know that, but coaches will be looking at certain players trying to evaluate them and not the other players.
Anyone?
Like, you have a year left on your contract.
I'm not saying every coach will do that, but that's mostly coaches. Like, they'll have they'll have kids like written down on a list or just in their mind that they want to watch. So you want to stand out every single time you go to a camp. That's the only thing you could do for real. If you're not known, then you're going to a camp, then you got to go in there thinking, oh, I'm about to go in here and lock. If you're a DB, I'm about to lock down every receiver because it's gonna be one of them receivers that my 4-5 coaches might be watching, but you strapping them every time. Hey, you in there? You in there? The coaches gonna want you. They wanted me. They wanted me. She want me. She want me. They gonna do it to you too, bro. Like for real. If you go down into a camp, you gotta go in there prepared. You gotta go in there mentally prepared, physically prepared, all that training before that with your technique right, all that. Like you going there, it's a business trip. It ain't no playing around when it come to camps for real. Cause then you gonna walk out of there. I would not let myself walk out of a camp without feeling like I've gained anything. Like you should spend maybe $100-$200 going to this camp. Nah, bro. Like you gotta walk out with something. You got to. That's the only you have to. And for camps, that's really it. I'll get a little bit into camps more when I'm telling my story. But yeah, that's it for camps. Now, the third thing I would say, other than your film, other than camps, other than exactly your huddle film, like all that, like grades. You might not want to hear this, but your grades is one of the most important things in being recruited. I could tell y'all from my perspective, coaches will ask, that might be the first thing they will ask you. What is your GPA? What is your grades like? That might be the very first thing they ask you. And I know because I've heard coaches tell stories about how some kids, they'll say he got bad grades and they are out of there. They are gone. So your grades are so important. Like, you got to be A's and B's. You got to hold yourself at that standard that you got to be an A and B student and have a 3.5 or just a 3.0 GPA. And because college football, you got to have, I'm not going to say you have to, but if you want to play at a high level and all that, you got to have a good GPA because it's going to be somebody else with a better GPA than you, and they basically looking at you like, I'm going to invest in this kid. If you're trying to get a full ride, they investing it in your school, paying for your school, paying for where you going to live at, all that, making sure you good. You don't got to pay for nothing, no school, no nothing. So why would they invest in you if you're a 2.0 student? They wouldn't. So your grades is the most important thing. One of the most important thing. So stay on top of that. And if you behind, it's not hard, bro. Grades, school ain't hard. You just don't feel like doing it for real.
You got me.
It's not hard. And if it is hard, it's ways to get help. It's tutors, all that. So your grades is so important. I would say stay on top of that and just stay on top of that, bro. Because there's no other way. There's no other thing that could kill you for real. You got the talent. Imagine you got the talent. You got the talent. You gonna tell me you gonna let grades affect you? You gonna let school affect you and where you're gonna go to college and how you're gonna get to college? Psh. Couldn't it be me? It won't be me. I can't. No, sir. No, sir. But, yeah, grades, putting yourself out there, camps, those are things that's gonna help you and getting recruited, and how that helped me, how I got recruited. So So now we gonna get into my journey and where I started at and where where I'm at now and all that, and just how it's going and how I got it going. Alright, so my journey, I started out when I had no offers, came into high school as a freshman. We gonna skip all that. Played on varsity, short and sweet, played on varsity, all that. We gonna go to after the season. After the season is when I got my film ready, my freshman film, got it ready, all that. Oh, I forgot to mention, on your film, first 3 plays, gotta be explosive. First 3 plays on your film is what coaches are looking for. They are watching maybe 30 seconds of your film, and if it's not good, one more. They're getting it out of there. They are getting it out of there, man. You're not, bro. You gotta make sure your first 3 plays is at least showing like your speed, something like how fast you are, bro. Like first, bro, you gotta catch their attention when they turn on your film. It can't be no just sorry stuff, man. You better start that with a pick. You better start it with a 360 something. You better start it with some hard stuff, boy. Cause they gonna end up turning it off for real. Like if it's poop at the beginning, it's over with. You gotta make sure it's hard. Just to catch their eye. And then so basically after freshman season, that's when like I went crazy. Like I said earlier, sending my film to coaches, posting everything on TikTok, like just posting just videos, like random videos of me working out or stuff like that on TikTok, on Twitter, on Instagram, all that. And really that is, like I said, that's how you push yourself out there. And searching these coaches up and sending your film to them, that is how you get out there for real. And yeah, so I got my first offer to Toledo after the season, maybe like 2-3 months after the season. And yeah, like also your coaches, like they can help you if you have good coaches. Like I'm not gonna say all the coaches, but my coaches, like they do a very good job in helping me or helping the team, like everybody, just getting recruited and trying to get them to college. Like that's one of their number one things, like making sure that we have a chance to play in college. So yeah, shout out to my coaches, man. Yeah, so boom, got my first offer. Then the next ones was at a camp. Like I said, this is still like I got an offer, but nobody knew me still. Like I got an offer, boom, that's cool. I'm going to this camp. It's a mega camp. It was at Youngstown State. It was a mega camp. Me and my brother, before the camp, we walking in. We said, hey, we coming in here, we walking out with 2 or more offers. And that's exactly what happened. At the camp, like even the little things matter, like yo 40 time, all that at a camp, like that matters. And so you start off with the 40 and with like 5, 10, 5 and stuff like that, the agility. Bro. So yeah, the 40 time and the 5, 10, 5 matters. Like when I went there, I ran a 4.44. Literally those numbers, 4.44. And I ran it 2 times in a row. And that was the fastest time at the camp out of maybe like over 200 some kids that was there. It was a mega camp. So it was like a whole bunch of kids. And yeah, like that matters. That makes you stand out to coaches. So like you going in there with that mindset of, man, I'm about to dog this. Like I'm prepared for this. Then like you gonna come out with something, bro. Like you really got to prepare for it. Like I was preparing for that weeks before, like for weeks straight, just for that moment, and like it'll pay off every time. So yeah, so boom, did that, ran the fastest time. Then we go inside in this indoor facility to do drills and stuff. And when you doing your drills, like you gotta make sure your brakes, you gotta make sure everything, you gotta make sure you look smooth out your brakes, fast out your brakes, twitchy, like all that. And you just gotta work hard, like show coaches that you actually want this. And yeah, like when I was in there, this is how I got my second offer, Eastern Michigan. They pulled me aside and they was like, I already see how you working. Like, we ain't get to ones yet, we ain't get to none of that. I was like, I already seen your 40 time, I already seen how you working. What they're gonna offer, they offer me a scholarship. So boom, do that. Now I got a scholarship to Eastern Michigan. The camp ain't even in yet. Get a scholarship to them. Then we go back outside, and now we doing the one-on-ones. And when I tell y'all, I'm gonna show y'all a video. But when I tell y'all, man, I ain't come to play. I look so much better now. Like looking back at it, it look nasty to me now. But like, let me just show y'all right here, man. Let me just show y'all.
There we go. There we go. There we go. Let's go. Come on, man.
Yeah, man. So, boom. Strapping kids the whole time, just showing out, and boom. Now it's after the camp, and this is when I got my second offer at the camp. Like, this is when I got my third offer. It was Akron. Akron came to me, and they let me know I had the offer, and let me know that, like, I was showing them, like, at the camp what I was doing. Like, I was just showing them that I could play at that level at the camp. So they sent me the offer. Now, we on the way driving home. We pull into the garage, like, we just pulled in the driveway. Next thing you know, my phone ringing. Who? My phone ringing. It's Pitt. Yes, sir! You already know, man. That's how it went. So that's how it was for the camps for me. And yeah, like I said, you gotta go into camps, like just show out, like show people who you are. Like I said, they have who they like in mind. So when you go to the camp and show out, you might do it to the person that they looking at. So like, yeah, you really gotta show out when you go to camps and just let them know who you are, man. And that's how that really went for me for my first 4 offers. And from there, that's when I really like started to build a name for myself. And other than that, I still do it now. Like, I'll still send my film out to coaches. Like, that's just a normal thing you gotta keep doing. So that's really it. That's gonna be it for this video. Just for real, you gotta put yourself out there. I'm gonna keep saying that. Put yourself out there. And yeah, like, bro, you got it. Don't overthink anything, man. It's really just relationships at the end of the day. You gotta build these relationships with everybody and all that. So the more relationships you have, the easier it's gonna be. Like y'all got me right now, telling y'all, giving y'all advice. Your coach may know other coaches, like stuff like that. It's little things. But yeah, man, stay tuned for what's coming next. Big things coming in Cleveland, man. You already know. Big things coming. We about to turn up. And yeah, stay tuned, man. And let's get it.